North Carolina.
Three friends were walking through a neighborhood. That's when two shooters came out of the woods, opened fire, and struck all three of them, leaving 15-year-old Keon Ghana dead.
Family of one of Keon's
Two
killers.
teens stood on an air conditioning unit so they could see inside one of the windows. And once they could, they opened fire. 7 bullets striking a 54-year-old woman who was sleeping in the bed. Tearing her lower body with 1 bullet lodging into her head. Another went into the face of a sleeping 2-year-old girl, exiting the top of her head as she lay with 4 friends who sought revenge ran from the home. 2-year-old was left dead, and her grandmother was airlifted to a nearby hospital, dying twice on the way.
These exotic boys, smoke exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic Glocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
What up, Mula gang? It's your boy Mac Mula, aka Mr. Mula Mac. I'm back with another video. Y'all know how we rock it, man. Cloud stocking, man. Keep the cushion in my pocket, man. Listen, check it out. Before I get into the video, make sure y'all smash that thumbs up, boys. That subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to the rest of my channels. The links are in the description. Tap into my mentorship, and I'll show you how to get rich. A lot of people always ask me how to put you on. Can I put you on? How to get rich with business? How to get rich with stocks, crypto? How to do YouTube? I'm giving all that sauce away on MulaMembership.com. You know what I'm saying? So just slide down there, do what you go do. You feel me? And that's how we doing it, man. We ain't doing nothing else too crazy. Now I'm gonna flame out my thunky, cause I ran out of my thunky.
It's 1090 J.
I need some more.
Y'all rocking with me, and for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a baby killer that was killed inside a prison.
Baby killer was killed inside prison. What the f they got going on?
9:45 at night in Weldon, North Carolina.
North
Three
Carolina.
friends were walking through a neighborhood. That's when 2 shooters came out of the woods, opened fire, and struck all 3 of them, leaving 15-year-old Keon Ghana dead. His 2 friends
what happened?
Came out of the woods, opened
Niggas came out the woods on they
struck all 3 of them, leaving 15-year-old Keon
15
Ghana
years old.
dead.
That's crazy, bro.
His 2 friends would be transported to the hospital in stable condition, but they were able to break the news to family that Keon had been killed. But it wasn't only that. They also knew who did it. As
and they knew who
processed the murder scene and family processed what happened, Keon's friends quickly decided to strike back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably
2
time.
hours after the triple shooting, a group of 4 approached a house on Cedar Street, only a half-mile away.
Hold on, y'all, before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it, I gotta tell y'all about the Mula Membership. The Mula Membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7, to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy. On bro, stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out. Okay?
The house belonged to the family of one of Keon's killers, and that's all they needed to know before
the house
making
belonged to the
move.
family of one of Keon's killers.
2 teens stood on an air conditioning unit so they could see inside one of the windows. And once they could, they opened fire. 7 bullets striking a 54-year-old woman who was sleeping in the bed. Tearing her lower body with 1 bullet lodging into her head. Another went into the face of a sleeping 2-year-old girl, exiting the top of her head as she lay with 4 friends who sought revenge ran from the home. 2-year-old was left dead, and her grandmother was airlifted to a nearby hospital, dying twice on the way, and
she
being
made it
revived each time.
What the f? So somebody kill your homie, you go to their family house and kill their grandma, and a 2-year-old baby? Like, that's just all type of just lame as gang. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that's why I be telling motherfuckers, like, this don't be cool, gang. Like, I don't know why y'all think this, like, this, you just doing crazy weird at this point. Like, what you got going on? You there shooting, ain't even looking like, what the
Some way, somehow, she was still able to describe to law enforcement what had happened. Police were able to arrest 19-year-old Samaj Clanton after he surrendered.
Stupid
and went out for 18-year-old Teddy Anderson
Jr.,
who was eventually found. Both of them were charged with murdering 15-year-old Keon.
Oh, they got charged with murdering 15.
Come to find out, the home that was shot up belonged to Teddy's family. And it was his 2-year-old niece, Diana Anderson, that was killed. Police also arrested the 4 friends involved in the revenge shooting of the little girl and her
y'all crashed out.
with one of the shooters being identified as 17-year-old Samaj Short and the other 19-year-old Jamonte Moody.
See, now with this, see, with this right here, they gonna need either some more evidence or they gonna need somebody to snitch, because they gonna try to. They basically 2 people can't get. You can get charged with the involvement, but like they gotta figure out which one of their guns the bullet came from that killed that baby. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. I'm glad the grandma survived. I'm sure that she would rather switch places with her granddaughter. I know I would any day of the week. Like, I'd rather Lord take me before he take my 2-year-old granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? Every day of the week on bro. Like, but yeah, that don't matter. I didn't know it was 4 people. I thought it was just 2.
Snitching, statements, and plea deals would end with 3 convictions.
Yeah, there you go.
Teddy Anderson was sentenced to 17 years for murdering Keon.
17
and
years.
having to live with the fact that what he did resulted in his own family being targeted, attacked, and his niece being killed less than 2 hours after he decided.
2 hours later is crazy. They just on some crash out. They just on some mad. We mad as we finna go slide right now and whatever. But it's just crazy. He got 17 years for a body. That nigga Wallow did 20 years for a robbery that nobody got hurt in. That's just crazy, fool.
And murder. In the other case, Jamonte gave a statement to police, receiving 13 and a half years for his cooperation in the attempted murder of the 54-year-old grandmother.
Nigga, you got 4 less years than the nigga who murdered your homie, and you snitched. Like, was that worth it? You could have came home in 13 years. On parole, you snitch for no reason on a body too. You stupid mother, man. That like that's why I say you say in the streets ain't no way out the streets, bro. You're not finna escape that. Like, you think you finna be in jail just cooling now? You think your family might not get they up now? Like, what you think, folks? After you came and did that to their family.
31 years for the murder of the 2-year-old.
That little girl got a dad, boy. You
fast forward to 2022. Samajas, now 24 years old, was back in the news. On March 29th at 2:14 p.m., an attack broke out within one of the housing areas at the Birdie Correctional Institute.
And they called him lacking.
A facility that holds over 1,500 inmates.
Is that the snitch?
With both medium and close custody levels. Samajas was attacked by multiple inmates. 23 minutes after the attack started, he died. He was pronounced dead.
Yeah.
Prison staff had attempted life-saving measures and were able to transfer 3 other wounded inmates to an outside medical facility.
3 other wounded
inmates. The prison
inmates
was placed on lockdown. News quickly began to spread through social media the convicted baby killer was killed, with many celebrating his death in the comments. But what many didn't know was the story of revenge that led to the fatal shooting.
Right.
It's unclear whether his death inside a prison had anything to do with this conviction, as he'd already been in prison just days shy of 4 years.
Yeah, it might not have though. He might just got into some bullshit
level, meaning he'd been in trouble within the prison system.
Yeah.
And he also wasn't the only one wounded in the attack, meaning this may have been related to prison politics,
some prison gang, prison politics
charges.
Yeah.
But in the end,
it could have been both.
15-year-old was killed. A 2-year-old was killed.
That's crazy.
Revenge being the motive, and death remaining the outcome.
Yeah.
Now this is a sad one.
Death don't be the outcome.
But I'm honestly probably gonna piss off some of the people that are commenting, celebrating the death of the child killer, the baby killer. In my experience inside of prison, baby killers don't get killed. It doesn't happen. And as sad as it is to say, When a child is shot, whether it's a drive-by, whether it's a stray bullet, someone shot up a house and hit a kid,
Yeah.
it's looked at as a
Casualty of war.
It's looked at as the same way as if the Marines bombed a building and come to find out there was a family
some kids
in there with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Like, whoops, it happened.
Yeah.
It isn't, oh,
a lot of people do look at it like
we're just going to go get our knives and kill him. It doesn't happen like that inside of the prisons that I've been in.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be more some like if you did go deliberately do something to this kid, or you did some, you know what I'm saying, some freaky man, you know what I'm saying, assault on the kid, then I feel like that's looked down upon. But a lot of people don't look at it like it's some crazy. A lot of people look at it, like you said, like it's casualty of war. Like, you feel me? Like, my bomb some like he said, and the family end up getting killed in the process. Nigga be like, oh well, I mean, that shit, how am I supposed to know? That's how they think. I'm not saying it's right, for. I'm just saying that's how I'm think. But he right though.
Know about,
I ain't never been to prison, but that's how a lot of people look at it. So I ain't surprised.
But not where I've been, and I don't think that that's what happened in this situation, because he made it through county jail for 3 years, 4 years, whatever it was. Right. And then was in prison for about another 4 years.
4 years more, yeah.
Without being hit. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds to me
he got into
a situation and it just turned deadly.
Yeah.
He was killed.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, in my mind, the way I'm processing it, the prison isn't going to release that much information until they have their full investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it from the outside in, the fact that he wasn't the only other person injured makes me think this was a gang thing. It was a gang conflict, a group conflict.
Yeah.
Some other went at it, he got it the worst. Because you're telling me one guy was able to defend himself and up a group of people? No. If they were going to body him, they would have just flat out bodied him. And I don't think it went like that. I think it was just a group fight. He
turned deadly.
Obviously got hit worse than anyone else. But it's karma, of course. And at the end of the day,
that's what happened in prison,
if you're gonna pull a trigger, you're responsible for whatever the it hits. You killed a little girl, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm just saying the satisfaction that a lot of people are talking about, like, oh yeah, that's what he deserves. I don't think he necessarily died because of that. But at the end of the day, he's still dead.
Yeah, he's still gone.
That doesn't really excuse the other motherfucker that snitched on him, caught less time, and was only charged with the attempted murder after shooting a 54-year-old grandmother 7 times, and she still to this day has a bullet lodged in her head.
That's crazy, bro.
The only reason one kid got 31 years is because he kept his mouth shut and he took a plea deal for murdering the baby. But at the end of the day,
he got 30 something.
They both shot into the same window.
Right.
They really committed the same crime. Just one was a and he decided to snitch. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't know there was a kid inside of there. Maybe he had a change of heart and he was like, look, I understand what I did was wrong. This is what I did. This is what he did. Who knows? I think the more powerful aspect of this story is the fact that it all started with those 2 kids shooting a 15-year-old.
Yeah. And
this is what came from that. This is the revenge that happened within 2 hours. Can you imagine going and shooting somebody and within 2 hours,
your 2-year-old niece
your house
dead.
got hit?
Right.
Your grandmother got hit or your mother got hit?
Yeah.
Your niece is dead?
That's how that worked
because of a decision.
Especially when your dumb for a motherfucker to know you did it, that means your dumb came out the woods, looked at some niggas, been like, hey, it's me, and then shot and then killed the nigga. You ain't had no mask on, ain't nobody had to do no guessing, none of that. Everybody knew exactly who it was, to the point where 2 hours later they can go to your grandma's house, shoot your grandma 7 times, and kill your 2-year-old niece. Like, they knew it was you. It wasn't no guessing, like, and even if they did guess, you don't guess and get that right like that. Like, come on, gang. We talking about who we talking about? Jesus or Genie? That ain't how that work. Y'all be tweaking.
Now you're on the run from the police, and your whole family is shattered.
It's shattered, yeah.
Once again, over a decision that you made. This is why a lot of motherfuckers need to think twice as hard before they make a decision, because that one decision can change everything in your life. But hey, rest in peace to that little girl.
Yeah, rest in peace to the little girl, bro.
Jake. Y'all drop
a little boy too, the 15-year-old little boy too, man.
I'm rocking with Charlie, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
What y'all think about that in the comments? Like I said, I don't think he like Jake said, I don't think he got it like that because of what he did, I think it was some prison. You feel me? But if they had already had to put him in that pod that he was in, or that security point that he was in, then that mean he had some going on already. He was already being a problem in the system. So 9 times out of 10, it was probably some gang going on. He probably done clicked up with some niggas in that like that. Like, you feel me? But that's crazy though, folks.